Jasmine Jenkins, and whoever's ready with questions can go right ahead.
Thoughts on the games, ladies?
Thank you. Thoughts on the games? Well, I think tonight we played as well as we did, with the exception of the fourth quarter, because we had consistent practices. The last 2 days of practice, we got in there, we did what we were supposed to do, and we were focused the whole time, and I think that carried over into the game.
Christa, you had a 3-minute period of time in the third period. You scored 11 points. Everything you threw it went in the basket. What was going on there?
I really want to attribute that to my teammates because one of our emphasis was sharing the ball and screening better, and that's something we definitely did in that 3-minute period that got me the shots that I had.
That also brought you to a total of 19 at a time when their total score was 20.
You had eight rebounds too. Are you considering moving under the basket?
A little bit. That was one of our main emphasis in practice too, was clearing out the lane and just going to get the ball. So since we've been doing that more consistently in practice, it just carried over to the game.
You guys held their top scorer to just 2 points. What did you guys do to kind of shut her down?
Well, actually that's been one of our emphasis too in practice. We know we're a good team defensively, but we haven't done a good job holding their opponent's team's best players to under 15 points. And so that was our focus, to hold number 34 and 4 under 15 points. And I think we just knew where they were. We just had a sense of urgency getting to their spots and holding them.
So you knew where they were going to go, where she goes normally to shoot, or
I'm sorry?
you knew what spot she likes to shoot from, and you just stayed in those areas?
Yeah, well, we watched a lot of film. They gave us a scout, and 34 is their post player, and she's really versatile. She's able to shoot outside. She's able to take it off the bounce. And number 4, she was just all over the floor. We had a little bit of trouble containing her at the end, but shout out to our help side defense. We were able to complete that mission.
Earlier when Coach Malcolm was in here, we were talking about Minta Spears and just how good of a player she is and a teammate. Just what's it like playing with her?
Well, it's a great experience. She's honestly one of the smartest basketball players I've ever played with, and she also talks to us, so it's like anything that she knows, she helps us to understand better too.
What are some of the things you think she's smart at, or give us an example?
She's very good whenever it comes to pressure. Whenever she's being pressured, she can handle the ball. She knows which angles to get the ball to, and
I think she's best at knowing what shot she wants for who's on the floor and what plays to run for that particular person. So Christa obviously is one of our most prolific scorers or shooters, and so we have certain offenses to get certain looks. And Minta knows, time and situation, and she's just a genius at getting the shot we need when we need it.
Seems like she's a good teammate. Looks like she's always encouraging her teammates and hugging them, and
yeah, Minta, she was a perfect fit for us. I'm so glad that she decided to come here after she left Texas Tech. She's just very calm. She never gets too high, she never gets too low. And I know, myself, I get really high and I get really low. And it's just nice to have that consistent, just, hey Jay, like it's okay, we're okay. I'm like, okay. So, but yeah, Minta's a great teammate, and I'm so glad we have her. I think we can do really well with her. We have done really well.
it's obvious you worked really hard in the off season because you've been doing a lot better this year.
Yeah, I've just been put in a position to score, and my teammates, they believe in me, and my heart is just so full as a senior. I just want to give everything I have back to my teammates because they do so much for me and the coaching staff.
So is this big win a message to the world that Vanderbilt women's basketball is back after the rough season last year?
Well, to me, it means nothing unless we keep doing it. If there's no consistency, it doesn't mean anything. But I think tonight was a turn page. I think we played as well as we played all season.
This was Coach Malcolm's 300th win, but just what's been y'all's experience with her and what do y'all love about her?
Well, Coach Malcolm obviously I've been here 4 years, and I like her approach to the game. She's one of the smartest coaches I've ever played for. She knows the X's and O's really well, and I think she does a great job at defining the line between I'm going to be your coach and you're going to respect me, but I'm also here to help you and I want you to do well even after basketball. So I think she does a good job balancing that. And as a point guard, as a former point guard, it's just been great to have her as a coach because even when we watch film, she's picking things out and I'm like, I didn't see that, what are you talking about? So she's just really great and she's just really smart, and I think she's able to help us even after basketball.
Y'all have had a lot of games in the past, like I think it's 20 days, y'all have like 9 games in a row, but y'all have like a 10-day break. Just how are y'all gonna take that and use that against Tennessee Martin?
Well, one thing we talked about after this game is how important practice was going into this game. So over this 10-day break, we want to be more consistent in practice so that it carries over to the next game, because us playing well tonight doesn't mean anything if it doesn't carry over.
So you think you guys are going to have a more pleasant 10-day break than the men?
I mean, granted that we won and they dropped the ball last night, possibly 10 days is a long time, so we could have a shaky day of practice and then the next day we might be running, so who knows. So we're just going to knock on wood and just say we're just going to hope for the best.
Anything else? All right, thank you, ladies.
Thank